Good morning and welcome to Mrs. Bell's Sweet Treats and More. This is my YouTube channel. Today is Monday and we are in Monday Moments. What a wonderful day today. I am excited to be with you. I have been thinking about some things to cook over the weekend, and I had we went to a farmer's market type of setup where you get fresh vegetables and fruit outside. And I have some fresh strawberries and they are so beautiful. And I said, I think I'm gonna make something with strawberries. I've made quite a few in the past, but I have to tell you, I follow Ina Garten, the Barefoot Contessa, and several other amazing cooks. And Miss Ina had this recipe for these strawberry muffins. And she did some things a little different from how I make muffins, the order. And I'm following her recipe. And of course, the link is below with her recipe that I am including here. And I am really, really, really excited to work on this today. I hope your weekend was great. Many of us are getting back into being more outside. Certain cities are maskless and certain others are not. But either way, it's going to be wonderful as the weather is changing. So today I have already begun. I've already measured my dry ingredients. I have flour, soda, baking powder, and I have salt and cinnamon. And I've got butter melted. Of course, I love butter melted. And I have my milk and I cut up my strawberries. And I did a little project with my grandchildren with strawberries and I made a flag. So I had those strawberries, many of those left over, so I'm just cutting them up. And I've got my eggs. So I'm going to work on, again, doing this a little different. I'm not using my beater. So we're going to get started. I have my flour, all my dry ingredients here, and I'm sifting them together. And it's going to take a little bit. So when I finish this, I'm going to aerate it a little bit more and we'll be back. Well, we're back and here is my flour. Now what I did, my flour mixture, I'm making sure I put a little air in there. And I have a clear bowl so I can see when my cinnamon is not, when the ingredients are not all the way sifted, because I'm technically not using a sifter like the ones I grew up with. The sifter was used many times because the flour sometimes had clumps in it, and also there were bugs. When I was growing up, there were bugs in the dry ingredient, some of the flour. So you used the sifter to keep undesirables out, but it also made the flour fluffy, made it lighter. So I kind of miss those days, but I don't miss that doing it this way. I kind of like doing it this way. But doing it this way doesn't always incorporate it as well. So I'm just stirring this up, and then I'm following her instruction and making a well in the middle. Now I've already have here my butter that I've melted, and it's how butter does. It likes to be antisocial sometimes, but we're getting all this butter goodness out of here. She used unsalted butter. I'm using salted butter. And then I can control the salt that I put in because that's just how I do. Okay, and then I'm going to add to this my eggs. The recipe, of course, is below, so you just click on the link for the instruction, and I'm pouring that in here. And she really made it, this recipe was really something different for me, the order that she did it. So I'm going to stir this together. all this lusciousness. And I'm going to pour it into this dry mixture. I'm going to stir it slowly. I'm going to make a fire. All right. Sit this here. And again, it was very interesting with this recipe that she did not add the sugar and the butter together. So I'm going to gently stir this until it's incorporated, and we'll be right back. Well, I'm back, and here's my batter, and it smells really good. Mixing it up. And I'm going to add my strawberries. And I gave them a rough chop. I didn't, it's not all together uniform. This smells delicious. And I'm going to stir this until incorporated very gently, because I do not want to overmix this batter. And this is pretty much the way I want it. Now I'm going to add my sugar. I often like to have that texture of crunch on the top of my muffin. And with this recipe, you'll definitely get it. So I'm going to stir this until well incorporated, and I'll be back. Well, here's my batter. And I am just going to take this was such a great idea to get them the same size. So I'm just going to take them like this and lump it in there. I also spray my scoop with Pam. You don't have to, but I find that sometimes goodies don't want to come out. So I'm just going to keep going here, and we'll be back. Here are our muffins. I'm only making this many. The batter is going to be probably 6 to 8 more muffins. I'm only making this many for now, and then I'm making a mini little loaf for my grandchildren. Well, welcome back. Here's our muffin. I took them, they're hot out the oven. And I'm going to cut mine open. Oh my goodness. Hot from the oven, strawberry muffins. The Barefoot Contessa's strawberry muffins. Oh my goodness. Crunchy on top. Oh my goodness. I hope you get to make these. They're one of my new favorites. You have a good one? Talk soon. Together we can do this.